My name's Nathan Fitzpatrick. I'm 18 years old. I'm currently employed at Costco Wholesale, and my hobbies include sports, girls, money. I kind of walk in a room and everyone notices that I'm there because I'm fun to look at, and I'm impressive, and everyone enjoys just like watching the hot guy walk in the room, you know what I mean? I'm sure there'll be some girls who I could swing their votes, one way. And, there's what, 7 girls playing? 8? 5. There's 5 girls playing, That's 5 extra votes for the Fitz. Like, I don't even have to try to win anymore. It just, happens. So, if I don't win this Survivor, I'll be, genuinely impressed by whoever does win it, because they beat the Fitz. I'd say my strategy is to kind of just be that guy that tells everyone what to do and be a leader, because they'll listen to me, because half of them are just stupid. And so I'll just get extra votes any way I can. My friends would probably describe me as a dumbass, asshole, and a douchebag. Just everyone is gonna try and talk to me too much. It might put a little target on my back. I chose to play because I just wanted to put everyone else in their place and show my dominance over everyone. I'd say I work well with other people who are extremely focused on the task at hand and that really want to get down into it and do the dirty work while I just kind of sit there and let them handle my business. And the people I say I don't work well with are the ones that are kind of pushing me to do everything and just sitting in the background. My alliances at the current moment are looking like Keenan Brownlow, Cooper Durkin, another close friend of mine, and Kobe Vendelin, the bitch of the group. Once it gets down to the Survivor, we just Survivor. This is my pregame vote. I hate you, but I love you. End of story.
I'm Keenan. I play lacrosse, basketball, soccer. I'd say I have a pretty strong social game, so I think that'll end up helping along the way. Forming some relationships, and even possibly leading some snaking. Well, I've never seen an actual episode of Survivor, but I'm fairly accustomed to Survivor 180 Creek. Lots of people say I'm sassy. I guess I can be controlling at times. I kind of like things to go my way, so I guess I might start a clash with some people. Well, I don't really like to work with people who are dumb, so I guess that kind of counts out Boone. Watch out, Boone. I'm pretty confident that I'll make it far, possibly even to the end. Well, as you can see on my shirt, I was a member of the 2-time champion NYBA champions Hurricanes, along with Kobe and Cooper, and coached by Nathan Fitz. So I'd say that we have some pretty natural chemistry there. Well, there's the whole Deke, Sasha, Elijah, Boone group. Keegan might be a little snaky. In the debut season, I finished 2nd to Jack Wire, and I can't really put the blame on myself, considering that the entire season was rigged. So I hope that this season, I hope that he rigs it in my favor, but if not, I hope that he just makes it as fair as he can. Alright, so I'd cast my pregame vote for Sasha because I really see myself working with him, and he's been pretty successful in past seasons. I heard he's done pretty well in challenges, so I guess I just want him out because he's a pretty big threat, and I don't really see myself aligning with him.
I'm Keegan. I work at the movie theater, and I play lacrosse, and this is my 3rd time playing Survivor. I think a lot about social dynamics and how people interact and why people interact with each other, and Survivor inspired that, and I think that that's something that's definitely going to help me throughout the game. I'm hoping to be able to make good reads and be able to see really who's aligning with who. I don't think these people are good at lying at all. I think they're pretty terrible, given their last season. So I think that I can get away with a lot if they keep me long enough. I'm passionate about music. I'm passionate about Survivor. I'm passionate about Big Brother. And I really like nature. I like camping a lot. I definitely know the game better than anybody else out here. I can tell from the vibe that I've been getting already that people don't really want to align with me. So My strategy is to take kind of a Sandra approach, where it's the anyone but me thing, where I won't make enemies unless I have to, and I will vote out my friends if it's what I have to do in order to stay. Now that's not entirely true, because last season I was entirely loyal to my alliance, and I don't know why people think I flipped, but I'm loyal to who I am loyal to. I'm just gonna try and remain as low-key as I can. I'm also gonna try and emulate some of Tyson's game. I think he's a pretty clever guy. He's my favorite Survivor player, and this hurt me last season. I was thinking, so how am I gonna get to the end? But I was forgetting about everybody else, and that they were thinking the same thing too. So I need to be aware of what other people might want and play up to their needs. I work well with people who can understand the game and understand the numbers of the game. If you watched the last season, I was pretty logical in lots of my votes and whatnot. I didn't drive very hard into the emotion of like my allies or anyone else in the game. I was just thinking numbers the whole time. But that's kind of a weakness, but I can relate to people who can see that way as well. Kobe and I are pretty much set to go final 2, and we'll see how that goes, but he is who I trust most right now, and I haven't really talked to anyone else because I don't want to hurt my game, seeming snaky or anything. I want to align with people who I can easily throw a target at and say, I'm not the worst one here, they are, to the majority. I'm targeting people who are most likely going to lay low and people who are going to skate by in the game. I need to not be the dominant force in any sort of situation. I need to lay back and let other people feel like they're doing the work, so that when they're being targeted, I'm not. My pregame vote goes to Deke. No hard feelings or anything. I just feel like in a lot of all-star seasons, or a lot of seasons where there's a lot happening, that the people who maybe aren't playing the game to the fullest, or the people who are laying low and not making themselves targets, are the ones that succeed. Deke already won. Clearly he knows something. I think that if Deke isn't out pretty soon, then he's going final 3.
Sylvan Rare, AMC. I'm a very regular person, and I'm gonna relate it to Survivor by relating by regularity. I don't have any passions. I know the game pretty well. I don't really have a strategy, and I'm not emulating any game. I have no weaknesses. I work well with all types of people. I don't work well with it. Some people do pretty well, maybe well. Really don't know yet, and I'm pumped. I'm excited, man. I don't even know the full cast of this season, so I'm gonna go in just like cold turkey and see what goes on. I'm not targeting anyone. I decided not to pregame. Last season I made it to episode 1 and I got off on episode 1. I'm going to win the challenge. I'm gonna at least win one challenge this season. I've never won a challenge in 3 seasons, so that's my plan. I'm gonna be the physical threat in these challenges. I cast my pregame vote for Kobe. My pregame vote for Kobe because he's probably the biggest threat in the game. So, but I kind of want to work with Kobe, so we'll see what happens with this. God damn it! I can never land a backflip. One more for the people. One more for the people. Okay, here we go. All right, we're done. I'm done with the backflips. I'm done, Survivor. Tilboon out.
I'm Cooper Durkin. I am now going to be a freshman at Washington State University. Go Cougs, and I would say I'm a big Star Wars fan. I think I'm just a pretty nice guy, pretty likable. I think can get people to really trust me. I'd say I'm a pretty outdoorsy guy. I like to play a lot of sports. I like to go like surfing and wakeboarding and stuff like that. I'd say I know this game pretty well, probably better than most people out there. I've seen a few seasons of the show. My friends would probably describe my personality as funny, alpha male, dominant, just an animal. I'd say one of my weaknesses, probably my only weakness, because you know, I'm probably too trusting of my close friends, and you know, Survivor out there, you gotta think more about yourself. You can't always trust your close friends in this kind of game. I probably want to align with, like I said, my close friends like Emily, maybe Morgan, Keenan, Kobe, Fitz. I'm gonna target Sasha. He's a good player. He's really smart. I think he can go far if he's not taken out. I like Jalen, but he's very good at challenges. I think if you let him go far, he'll win a lot of individual immunity challenges, and that could take him to the end. So, and then I think I'm going to target Keenan late in the game, even though we're pretty close. I think he's kind of a sneaky snake, and I think he's going to try to vote me out, so I'm going to get him before he gets me. Well, I try to not pregame as it's against the rules, but you know, when you got a good-looking face like this, people just approach you all the time. I've been approached by Emily to have an alliance with her and Morgan. Keenan and Fitz have also talked to me a little bit about an alliance with them, and Kobe as well. We're both SJCers and friends since first grade, so I think I got some options. As I'm sure you all know, in SJC, I just kind of made my bow and arrow, did my own thing, and I got voted out pretty fast. And then last season, I was just killing it. I had the social game, I was bringing food, I had a blanket, I had it. I was on top of the world. And then the tribe switch came. I sent Emily to the other side, probably the biggest mistake of my game. And then I was too trusting of my friends coming back into the merge. I couldn't make an alliance in my new tribe with people that I didn't know very well. And I trusted Emily, Morgan, and Jalen, and I got backstabbed, and pretty much everyone except for Mason voted me out. So it's just a complete blindside. So I think I need to not be as trusting of people, and I think I need to think more of myself and see the game more as a whole. I cast my pre-game vote for Sasha. He's a really smart guy, he's pretty good at challenges, and he's very dangerous if you let him go far.
My name is Emily Massid, and I like to have fun. I think I'm a pretty loyal person, as I showed last season. I was definitely pretty loyal to my main alliances, and I think I have strong friendships outside of the game, which can help inside of the game. I think I'll try and play a similar game as to what I did last time, but I think I'll have more knowledge of like what to do this time and stuff. My personality is super outgoing and awesome and great time to be. I don't know. I chose to play because last season was a lot of fun, and it was super fun manipulating people and backstabbing them. So I think it'd be really awesome to do that again and freaking rule Survivor once again. I work well with trustworthy people. Kind of depends. People that know the game and don't just kind of go along with it. They kind of have like ideas of themselves. And I'm definitely going to Final Four again, if not further this time. I'm targeting Jalen Woodley because he was mean in Survivor last time, and I'm paying back, bitch. Yes, I've done a little pre-gaming with Cooper. We've definitely talked about going Final 2 together, and we already kind of know who we want with us. We're thinking like Morgan, like Fitz, Keenan, Sam, kind of the core group of friends, and then everyone else. Bye. Last season, mistake was definitely just being too loyal to my alliances in the Final Four when I definitely could have like played that better, so I would have gone longer. I should have gone with either Mason at one point or voted against Carter at one point, but I was a little too loyal to Carter, I think. So I think this time, when it comes down to playing the game for myself and getting as far as I can for myself, that I gotta kind of backstab people that I wouldn't necessarily want to. Jalen Woodley, because he was not nice last season, and I know he wants to go really far, and that's why I don't want him to, so sorry, love.
My name's Sasha, and currently I'm unemployed. I've been a soccer referee. I've worked for a non-profit organization at Wonderland. My hobbies include soccer, basketball, just hanging out with my friends. I have a good strategy for the game. I can always like figure out what I need to do in certain situations to kind of stay in and go farther. Obviously, I don't come off as a huge like challenge threat just because I'm not like as big as some of the other guys, and so I guess I kind of like play on that a little bit in the beginning. But I mean, I guess my strategy would be to eliminate all of the challenge threats so that during the merge I don't have to kind of compete with like people that I know for a fact I can't win against. I'm really gullible, so if people are good at lying, I guess they can kind of trick me pretty easily. If you completely have no clue what's going on then it's definitely pretty hard to work with you, because I might try to do something that's kind of complicated in the game, and if you don't understand like what that means, then it's gonna be hard to work with you. And I mean, I don't like working with people that kind of just like do exactly what I say. Like if I tell them like, oh yeah, this is my plan, like, and they just like do it just because like they don't understand the game, or like they don't have like any ideas of their own. That's not fun, because it's not like, I don't know. I like working with people that like I can bounce off ideas off. After last season, people kind of like saw that I'm a threat. So this season, it might be kind of hard for me to play off like the fact that like I'm not a threat really. I worked with Kobe 2 seasons ago, and I really liked working with him. I've never worked with Keegan, but I know he's really smart. So it'd be pretty cool to work with him actually, but it'd be pretty confusing because I know that if I took him to the very end, like he'd probably beat me out. So I'd have to like flip on him at some point, and same with Kobe. So those are the 2 people that are gonna probably be the ones behind getting me out. I have not done any pre-gaming, but I mean, I obviously know that I can work with Elijah, Deacon, Boone, like no matter what. Like there's in any situation, like even if we get to the merge and they're in a different alliance than I am, like we'll figure something out. Okay, so last season I got to the final 3. The jury got like in my head, I guess, and I think my biggest mistake was not voting Carter out in the final 4. I could have voted Carter out and would have been against Emily and Morgan in the final challenge, and maybe could have won and gotten to the final 2, in which case I probably would have won. I cast my pregame vote for Cooper because I know that he is 100% on the Super Senior Alliance, like no matter what. It showed last season when he said he was not flipping no matter what, because Mason was his main ally. He was allied with Mason, Emily, and Morgan, and this season all 4 of them are playing again. And now we have like Devin and a couple more Super Seniors, so I definitely know that I definitely am scared of that alliance happening again. So I want to vote out the main I feel like that Cooper would be the main person to kind of like start that alliance.
I'm Rose McDaniel. I work at Ben & Jerry's for a living. I have good people skills. I can really talk. So I think I can talk my way out of any situation. The only time I've ever watched Survivor is when Jack made a video of them. I've seen about 4 episodes of his. I'm outgoing, crazy, lovable, party animal. I'm a team player. I'm a team leader. And sometimes that can come off bossy and then people get mad at me. I work well with all kinds of people. Outgoing people I can really have a conversation with, play with well, and shy people I can communicate with them too. I like to know what everyone's feeling and make sure everyone is included. There's some fake people out there. They'll turn on you. So you just gotta watch your back, you know, and that's what I'm just trying to do. I cast my pregame vote for this person because I think he's gonna be the biggest threat.